I hear you in the background whenever I phone, telling your brother to say you're gone. You've been tripping around uptown with some fancy clown.
Mayday Garage is kind of like the lens through which we see everything. It's how we show the world, kind of like what's going on in Houston, what's going on, kind of like how we see things, right? And after events, we started the blog, and probably the rest was history from there. The origins of Mayday, 2007. Okay. In 2008, we threw our first event, which was called Night Junction. All right, Night Junction was an underground garage meet, right? This is before the blog started, before it was just Mayday, right before it was Mayday Garage. And if you look at the logo of Mayday, right, this circle right here, this is actually the 610 loop. This is Beltway 8 and 290, 45, I-10, and 59. Okay, so that circle right there, it's not a bullseye. All right, that's actually the streets of Houston that we drive on. Okay, and the original Mayday logo, which I can send you a picture of or whatever, is that with the city of Houston in the middle. It's like a rough sketch, okay? That's what it is. So the Pre Meet to Wekfest is just an extension of, if, like, you guys are a little younger, right? I'm a little older. If you're around at the time, like when I was at the peak of like throwing meets in Houston, that meet that you saw used to happen once a week.
Wow.
Okay, once a week that shit would go down, or at least once a month, right? So, that...
It was just bringing the old times back.
Yeah, it was just kind of like bringing the old times back. Now it's a little bit more special because it happens maybe once or twice a year.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And really, like in a place like Houston, where we are, right? If we do big events like that all the time, right? People do get burnt out, right? But yeah, man, you were talking about Wekfest Pre Meet. It was special because it's an extension of something that we've been doing for over 10 years. That's what makes it cool. It's not us trying to capitalize on anything either. You know what I mean? Because all those people that come out to that fucking meet are friends of ours from either Houston, from Texas, or from a nationwide scale. These are people that we've met over the years. So it's not like we're out there promoting, oh, come to our meet, this and that. There is a degree of promotion there saying that, hey, we're doing another meet, but the people that are coming are people that we already know. People someone asked me the other day, it's like, hey, can you come help me promote a meet in my business? Because it's something I was doing, our little weekly thing we do at the Rice Bowls, right? Other time I was like, no man, I can't, because the people that come out here, they're only coming out here because we all just meet together. Because we're all ricers, like I'm a ricer, they're ricers, I'm not a guy trying to capitalize on that, It's because we all get together and we're talking about cars, we're talking about this, we're talking about when we're gonna go drive next, right? It's all interdependent, harmonious together, right? So. Sure, yeah, so next time Wekfest comes, absolutely, we're gonna do a Pre Meet. Absolutely. We like the meets. We like the essence of the street and what goes on around the meet. It's about the enthusiasts. Now it's about the build. It's about the people from the street, bringing their best street builds together, like the hot rod and low rod guys, right? We got low rider guys because they've been around forever in doing this, and I'm sure they went through their phases too. At the end of the day, it's about you being able to relate to the people in the show. Like I can go up and if I saw Michael Mao or any of those guys from the West Coast, and I look at their cars, and I'm like, I see, I can relate to that NSX. I can see that he's doing those fingers there because he wants to fit this wheel, and he's doing this, and he's doing this, and he's doing this, right? I can relate to that. I can't relate to someone doing some, $220,000 Fortune Veilside wide body, build. I can't relate to that because I look at it, I'm like, oh, what the fuck cool, I want to do that for. You know what I mean? Is there a place for it? Sure. Is it an extension of a type of Japanese tuning? Sure. You know, but that day and age is like slowly, you know, like fading away. Houston is very, very interesting for a couple reasons, okay? And it has absolutely, and a lot of people like to distinguish. I don't know if you guys recently saw the most recent Jalopnik thread about the various types of car meets you go to, right? So you have your domestic meets, you have your ricer meets, your brand specific meets, right? You have like, you know, all these different types of meets. But at the end of the day, we're all kind of like tuners of all types, right? So you got, you know, domestic, Euro, Japanese, you know, bikes, this, that, but in Houston, one thing that we do share in common that a lot of people don't have in other cities is we have this thing called space, okay? Texas is fucking huge, and what we have are huge roads and high speed limits. I'm John Peterson with Mayday Garage, and shout outs to Crush Vinyl for keeping it real. That's his second one. Alright, last interview on person stunting their car, and yeah, you know, you got people gripping, you know, I mean, we're from the third coast, right? So you listen to Paul Wall and fucking, you know, UGK and everybody, we're talking about, you know, swang and bang and like, you know, gripping, you know, our wood grain wheels, right? You know, popping the great cassette, like, you know, whatever.